There is a door in your head that no one told you about.
The Magical Egypt series shows you a side of Egypt you won't see anywhere else. It documents the findings of an unusual research team and a series of discoveries that will completely change the way we look at our past, and in fact the way we look at ourselves in the present. The first season of Magical Egypt follows the research and the life's work of the remarkable John Anthony West, who often described himself as a rogue Egyptologist. John had a lifelong passion and a real genius for exposing an ancient Egypt that was totally different than what the orthodox Egyptologists described. John's careful scientific method and his uncanny insight showed in a dozen different ways that the true age of Egypt and the ancient world stretched back much further than is generally believed. And in many ways, it points to an entirely forgotten chapter of human history. At the heart of his work was the inescapable fact that our most distant ancestors were not only much smarter than we tend to give them credit for, but that there was a surprisingly sophisticated science in place that in many ways rivals our modern scientific understanding, and in some ways even surpasses it. In the first season, John Anthony West is joined by other world-renowned researchers, authors, and scientists who corroborate and in some cases expand the case he makes for a radical re-examination of our past. This list includes controversial and globally recognized thinkers like Graham Hancock, Robert Bauval, and many others that make up what might be called the historical counterculture. The second season of Magical Egypt, which has just been completed, builds on the work of John Anthony West, but it comes at the controversy from a new direction. The new season documents a series of groundbreaking revelations that have been hidden in plain sight in the art and the statuary and the architecture of ancient Egypt and much of the ancient world. A research team consisting of visual artists and art historians conduct a 5-year study of ancient aesthetics, ancient artistic and architectural techniques, and the many sophisticated modes of visual communication used in the ancient world. In the process of compiling this data, an unexpected discovery was unearthed that demonstrated not only an anomalously sophisticated science in place at a vastly remote period in human history, but also revealed a beautiful interplay between visual art and the ancient sciences. In an age before printing and before books, the temple art, statuary, and architecture was itself the method of transmission of this ancient science. Magical Egypt Series 2 demonstrates the ingenious artistic encryptions that act as schematics of brain architecture, including the biometric components that produce the ultimate mystery of the universe, human consciousness. What was once misunderstood as a series of superstitious myths about Egyptian gods and supermen, seen in this new light, are revealed to be brilliant schematics of not only the biology that gives rise to consciousness, but more interesting still, seems to transmit the schematics and dynamic models of consciousness itself. It was an exquisite marriage of art and science. It used highly sophisticated visual artistic techniques to relay a scientific corpus that far exceeds anything we would have imagined could be known by ancient man. Yet its ingenious way of self-verifying makes it immediately recognizable and impossible to dismiss out of hand. The ancient art transmits a branch of science that's notoriously lacking and still largely opaque to modern science: the biology and nature of consciousness itself. These findings are already causing seismic shifts in not only public opinion, but in academic and historic circles. And while the controversy surrounding these explosive new findings will certainly continue to ring out for the foreseeable future, it seems clear the new and totally unexpected revelation has shown itself that will have deep implications not only for our understanding of our distant ancestors, but also heralds a new paradigm of understanding for one of the deepest mysteries of the modern world, the nature and function of consciousness.
These